Pistons, Cade Cunningham going bananas. Jalen Duren, 21 years old. I keep forgetting. Look like they're taking a leap. I guess the addition of Duncan Robinson got some shooting out there. They're playing well. Was 11-1 now. What we thinking? Are they real championship contenders?
So, we had this discussion, and my brothers, they always prove me wrong. Um, I might have to walk back what I said. Uh, Detroit might be legit. And I'm gonna be honest, they doing this right now without Tobias Harris. Now, we may not think much of Tobias Harris, but he's a vet. He brings toughness, and he can give you 10 to 15 points, and sometimes he can get hot. I think Detroit, I don't want to go too far as championship contention yet, right? But this is what I will say. I think they just took the leap that Cleveland, Orlando, Atlanta, I think they took the leap that those teams supposed to take. Um, Detroit is legit, and Detroit is going to be a problem. I think they may have to make one other move to be like really right there because I still think our Knicks, if we're talking fully healthy, I still think we have the better team, and I still pick us in the series. But Detroit, I think, is the real deal. Like I said, if you asking me, you know, who's the better out of Cleveland, Orlando, Milwaukee? We know Chicago started off kind of hot. I'm gonna be honest. I think Detroit is better than all of those teams, and they have a legit superstar. So, to answer your question, Fabian, uh, I'm gonna give it. Let's see if they don't fizzle out. Let's see if they can keep this up. Maybe past the All Star break, or let's see how they look up until the All Star break. Because you know how that shit be, Flea. Teams may catch up to you, and then you may slow down like the Chicago Bulls, right? But I'm gonna be honest. They played us great in the playoffs last season, and they didn't have two of their big men. Those guys are back. So let me see. But right now, if we asking me who's a bigger threat to our Knicks getting to the championship or standing in our way, I gotta agree with both of y'all. Besides, I don't believe in Cleveland. Atlanta is bums. Like I said, Milwaukee is shaky. Uh Orlando, to me, I don't know what's going on with them. I gotta agree with my brothers. The Detroit Pistons right now is the real deal. And I think behind us, well, right now they're the best team in the East, if we go record wise. But we're injured. But I have to be honest, Detroit is the real deal. I just got to be honest. My brothers was right. I got to walk it back at this moment. They look scary, man. They look scary. I'm being honest. They look scary.
I made a mistake, Flea. They are 11-2 after winning 9 in a row.
Championship contention is a stretch, I think, for them. It's just a slight stretch for them. I think that they are a great team. I think that they've taken another leap from what they did last year. That spanking that we gave them in the playoffs. It was, it was a great series, but again, the spanking means we beat them, right? And so, but they were a valiant opponent. The 2 games that they won, they were legit games. That was like, damn, they really got in our ass. They really forced us to do a lot of different things. Last year, they were like middle of the pack in the league in defense. This year, they're number 2 in the league in defense right now, right? And so they've taken up another notch on defense. I think offensively, they rely heavily on Cade, but Cade is a motherfucker, man. 27 a night, damn near 10 dimes a night, 5 rebounds, 6'6", 220-pound guard, like coming at, does it all, 3-level scorer. Struggling from 3 right now, but I could see that his jump shot has been getting better and better. So they are scary. Jalen Duren has taken it up another notch. He's a double machine right now. He's like 19 and 12. That kid is amazing. 21 years old, like Fabian said. He's young. He's gonna be crazy in a couple years. They got Isaiah Stewart back. Assault Thompson is double figures. Duncan Robinson is playing his ass off all of a sudden, shooting over 40% from 3, bugging, close to like 14 a game. He's bugging. Like Detroit's serious. They come off the bench with a couple dogs. I like Ron Holland. Ron Holland is always ready to mix it up with them niggas. He's a young kid that's good. I like them. And Jaden Ivey still hasn't played yet. And he might be expendable at this point. He might be able to be in the package deal that I think that they need to make a move and go get Devin Booker. Bring him home. I just think that there needs to be a guard, another guard that could go get a bucket next to Cade. And for me, a guy that's not gonna
never thought of that.
That's not going to take shots away. I mean, I think it's a perfect match in Devin Booker. Another nigga that could go get you 30. And he from home. He from there. To take it up another notch to be championship contention. I like that move for them. You know, if they ever explore that.
They're 11-2. They're playing incredible. I mean, obviously, Indiana lost Halliburton. The Celtics lost Tatum. Atlanta's not what they were supposed to be. Cleveland's not what they're, I don't know if they're supposed to be. Ever since they got exposed last February, it's been downhill for them. They got exposed in the playoffs. And Detroit, they took the confidence from that playoff series against us, like you said, y'all fellas, and took it up another notch. The only thing is, that's why that Devin Booker trade you just said makes a lot of sense, because where's the veteran guy to make that leap? You just need a vet dude. I know SGA and they had Caruso, but usually you need a veteran there. But OKC had more than one guy that was able to score against pretty much anybody last year. Jalen Williams hasn't even played for OKC, and they're on fire. So if the Pistons really want to take it to another level, championship contention, respectfully to us, is not the Knicks right now. We didn't win no chip. We are not the bar. OKC is the bar. Indiana would have been, I think, if Halliburton was healthy. The Celtics, if they were healthy, they won the chip. Those are the bars. So I think if they're looking past us and looking for a real championship contention, that trade you're talking about puts them at a different level. Now we're talking about unbeatable. Now we're talking about a guy who can actually finish and shoot the three, unlike Cade Cunningham. Cade Cunningham's only problems is that he can't really finish he struggles finishing. He gets a shot blocked a lot. And the 3-point shot, for some reason, I was watching a video on him, Flea. It's what you said about Deuce McBride's free throw. He has a hitch on it. It feels like Cade. He comes up short a lot. But other than that, you know, that's going to take some time for him to develop. And I don't see that happening anytime soon. And when your MVP candidate is missing layups like that, can't shoot the three like that, it's like the same way you were saying, nobody's scared of Jalen Brunson. It's like, not that we're not scared of Cade. We're scared of him. Got to guard him. But if it's crunch time, you limited, bro. We're taking away your mid-range. Now what? Go shoot that three and try to hit a layup. We can contest that better. We can kind of figure that out. And until he does that, because once he's able to hit layups, it's over. It's over.
Bro, he leads the league in fourth quarter scoring this year thus far. He's a motherfucker. He's a
with those flaws. With those flaws, he leads
okay.
That's crazy.
So just imagine. Yeah.
They'll be unstoppable.
He's incredible. He's incredible.
That Devin Booker move, right? Because look how great all teams.
You like that, OG?
No,
I
love it, right? But I'm gonna put a twist. But I'm gonna put a twist
on
it.
You like that, OG? OG
you
like
always,
that.
No, because you always come up with some scenarios that dope, and then next thing you know, a week or two later, that shit is popping up out of nowhere. Right?
You know how we do
but
it.
No,
hold on. You saying that do-rag brings clairvoyance, that he's actually like Cleo?
It's almost like it's almost like the motherfucking tin cap or the aluminum hat. Where's my shit at? Where that at?
But watch this. I'm gonna put a twist on it, but just real quick. I think every team in the NBA, if you want to be championship contention or great, you got to have a legit second scorer. Right? And let's be realistic. Detroit is a great team, but they don't have a legit second scorer. Great at that guard position. Look how great they played with Beasley and Hardaway Jr. at that position. So just imagine the Devin Booker. But let me ask y'all a question, because Devin Booker might cost a little too much, right?
Maybe. I thought about that. Maybe.
Hear me out. Ain't Sacramento having a fire sale? They make it get a two. They make it get a 2-guard from over there for way cheaper.
Well, who you thinking?
Which one would you rather right now at this stage of where they at?
Not even a question. Zach LaVine. No question. He can knock down the three. He's just as explosive. Now, I'm not saying he's as good as Devin Booker, but he's way cheaper. And let's not forget, Zach LaVine is a legit scorer. Zach LaVine is a legit scorer. He can knock the three ball down. He can knock down the mid range. I'm just saying, Flea, you want to be able to add something to that Detroit team. And I'm mad I'm saying this because they're in the East and we're going to have to compete with them, right? But we got to keep it real. All ball reaction. You don't want to have to give up much. What Detroit has, if you can get another guard in there without giving up some of your core pieces, listen, if I'm them, of course I want Devin Booker. But if we talking about right now, you see that window open and we can get somebody for the low where it don't hurt us, I'm going to go get Zach LaVine. I like that 1-2 punch.
The only thing is, a lot cheaper is only $8 million cheaper because Zach LaVine is making $45 million and Devin Booker's making
Lord, have
53 a year.
mercy.
Yeah, he robbed them Chicago boys.
I mean, I would go even cheaper just where they're at right now. Even just it would be a stopgap and something to help them take them to the next level in the playoffs. I would go even cheaper and look at DeMar over LaVine. And I understand LaVine is probably the more explosive player right now. But if I'm talking about what I said about Landry Shamet the other day, if I'm talking about just the professional, the guy that's going to come in the locker room, that veteran guy that you still could go get you 20 to 25 a night if you need it, but it's going to be steady, play defense, and maybe help you get you to the next level in the playoffs. And then you ain't got to marry him. You ain't got to marry him because then whoever that next guy is out there will be ready and be, you could go after him. But for right now, like it either got to be a LaVine, a DeRozan, a Booker. Those three guys, something like that over there in Detroit takes them to the next level. It becomes very scary. And we are all three Knicks fans. It becomes very scary in a 7-game series if they coming at you with the defense that they're playing this year and the offensive firepower like that. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough.
Well, thanks for the thumbnail, Flea. Pistons get Devin Booker. Clickbait galore, bitch.
All ball suckers. But no. Hold on. Let's try to expound? Is it expand? Whichever one it is. I don't know. I don't even say that. I don't know.
Don't be doubting yourself. Expound.
Okay. I think he's leaped over a lot of players that had a lot of promise. A la Devin Booker's, a la Brandon Ingram's, Ja Morant's. The guys that I think for the last 4 or 5 years that we were looking to take that next step, that next leap. I think Cade Cunningham is really starting to make those guys look null and void.
AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.